Okay, this is the admin interface for the district. Yeah, admin.
Yep.
Okay. This is getting more complex.
Yeah, this one's big.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the login. This is the district and yeah, like Texas number 10, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, we can probably delete. Oh, yeah, I remember. That shouldn't be on the login page, but I was using a symbol, and it was easier just to leave it and know that it's not there.
I tend to do that as well. So actually we can't. With that, what I tend to do is kind of a hack, you know.
I like it.
And then we even can group it again and then
Cool.
So you don't have it anymore.
Nice.
Quick and dirty. Okay, so we can log in or register. We'll just go speed up a little bit. Okay. Like this is the same, right?
Same.
Okay, so just copy this. I would be lost because I don't know what I have to comma separate, like a number.
Okay, so we should provide an example there.
Yeah, an example would be great. Maybe you can also just write down if they don't know what possibilities they have or what options they have. You can also add like the two drop downs from the other wireframe and then kind of add more of them.
Yeah.
Show what I mean. Then you can have like an icon
with a little plus button.
Yeah, right. Kind of something like that.
Yeah. This is less well-defined in my head because there's basically a super admin, which is me and a couple other people who will then be reviewing these, and I just had it as being put in as just a input text because basically I'm just going to read it and update something in a database manually.
Mm-hmm.
So that is kind of just making life easy for me.
Yeah.
When I'm writing the website.
Okay. Great. Okay, just a thank you. I think we can skip it. That's the same. Okay, so if you log in, then you have like your kind of a dashboard, and now you need this because there you can switch your district.
Yeah, let's say I manage 10, 11, and 12.
Okay, I see that. Okay, so this is an expert system, I would say, because as an admin you should know what to do.
Yes.
But nevertheless, this is like I would expect the logout button on the upper right.
Okay.
And this influences the whole site, so it's located right, in fact. But maybe you can also move it here because it's more visible.
Okay. That's a symbol on the left, so
yeah. Okay, I will just add that. Maybe also a little later because you don't know what it is. I know it's not state, but kind of.
Yeah, it's fine.
Then I'll just add the source. So maybe it's a bit more easier. I don't know. Could be an option.
But it provides us, now we can take that space on the top right and use that for log for log
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Okay, so as we only have like 10 minutes left, is there a particular wireframe we should dig deeper?
Yes, let me see. Just a second. Okay, so scroll down, and or actually you can just use the link within the actual wireframe and click on that call-in script.
No, I get the.
I think it's the alt, if I remember correctly, it's alt.
Yeah, should be. But as I'm on the Mac, I'm always struggling with it. I would just go this. It's this one, right?
The next one.
The next one. Okay, sorry. The Mac is new to me, and I'm new to the Mac.
Yeah, that's fine. Good luck.
Yeah, well, not so fine to me, but I will figure it out how it works. Okay, so this is where you can manage the call-in scripts. I see.
And so this was difficult, but basically what we have here are talking points that come from a library. And on this page, we can move the order, or we can remove one, or we can add a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go to add a talking point, which is 2 below the call-in script. Not that one, but the next one, yeah.
No, this one or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a special like edit mode version of the previous page, or the page which is above it. And so essentially the administrator can filter for different talking points and select the one they want. And then that will take them back to the call-in script page where they can adjust the order and remove. And then if you go to that page that we skipped over, and so this is the just the general library of talking points, not in like the edit mode.
Yeah.
And the idea here is that, I manage the district in Central Texas, you manage the district in Germany. We both have access to the same library, and we can use different entries in that library. So the library is global, but then we want to use it for a particular district, and then eventually it gets into the call-in script. And so that was a challenge that I tried to solve in the way that you see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just think a moment. Okay, this is like where I can select and search them. And I also can add a new talking point. And here I just can search it, but not add a new one.
No, you can also add a new one.
Okay.
And this one.
Okay. Yeah, this is pretty complex, but in fact, I like it. the reordering, just to get back to this screen, as they become maybe large, right? It's hard to like drag and drop them. It's easier with small chunks, but what you can do is I'm not a big fan of this, but maybe it's the best way because you have such big boxes. You can add like the numbering and just change the number, and then it moves.
Okay.
I'm not pretty sure. I guess you should try that out in some kind of an interactive prototype or wireframe, and then see how people really react to it. Because drag and drop would be like intuitive, but
I think
could be really hard to do that.
I think you're right. I hate dragging and dropping things.
Okay, what you also can do is I don't like that either, but it's an option. You can put like an action button on the upper right, like reorder, and if you click on it, then just then add kind of a modal where you have like the topics and the drag and drop, but like in a smaller way. You just have a small one.
Yeah, that way you don't have to scroll or do other things.
Yeah, so that could be an option. I won't finish it because we don't have time. But okay, this is really pretty complex. Okay, so we have 1 minute, no, 2 minutes on the clock. I would just like to wrap it up shortly. And as I see we are not nearly done, I would invite you to just contact me, reach out for me, and I can help you beside this live wireframing session.
Oh, thank you.
So we can finish that. Yeah, so I really like what you're doing, and I really like your wireframes because this is like first approach, and I think this is really a complex scenario and a complex topic. So I'm really interested in helping you out with that because this is like a challenge, and I like that.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Hi, I'm back. I think we could organize another one.
Yeah, why not?
Also shorter if you want, but we could organize another one. And because this, I mean, we have two goals. The first one is to help Ben, and the other one is to have others learning from the sessions. So we can just do another, and then we will edit the videos and share everything. And
yeah, I guess that's a good idea because in this short time period you can't really dig deep and like do much.
yeah, I see. Yeah, all the projects are different, and this seemed pretty complex.
No, I mean, it's fine.
The backend part.
Do a follow up, and I'm happy.
Yeah, Ben, I think you can just book another one, or we can talk about it, and we can schedule another meeting, and it's gonna be easier this time, so we can just simply jump on it and finish what we started.
That sounds great. I really appreciate that. It's been very helpful so far.
I'm happy.
Me too.